Alright, so what's up? It's Heat. I'm gonna try the 1cc Sine Mora or Sine Mora. Talk about the sort of the mechanics of the game a little bit and the strategy behind it. I think the easiest character to 1cc it with is Yitu, just because his special eats up bullets, and so it puts you in a more favorable position. And I think the best capsule is, or the safest one is reflection. That's what I use. As long as you have a shield for this part, you're pretty much set. If you don't, you can use reflection, or you can actually try to dodge one of the patterns, which you'll see. So this pattern right here, since I have a shield, you can just take it. If you don't, you can reflect it. If not, you can try to actually dodge it, and there's a way to dodge it. And that's the way to dodge it is if you stand above this thing that I'm shooting, and then move within the tunnel of the pattern. But it's just easier to reflect it, because you're not really going for a high score, you're just going for survivability for the 1cc. Generally, if you, the way the drops work is if you pick up most of the drops and you lose a shield, it'll reappear pretty quickly. That's if you've been picking up all the drops. At least that's what I've noticed. On that part, if you just back up and then dodge down, you can get the bullet pattern to follow you downwards, and you have an easy way to move up to dodge that most difficult pattern for that section. So for this part, you can react to this shot, or you can just keep moving. That's the most difficult one to dodge, to react to. But if you keep moving, generally you'll dodge it, and you can see if any other bullet patterns come out. There's an achievement that you can get here if you shoot this bottom part, but you need the capsule that makes it go in slow-mo, and it's part of the hidden achievements. So I didn't get a shield, I'm gonna have to do this boss fight without a shield. That was fairly easy. Part of the 1cc is learning how to manage your capsule and your special. In some instances, you want your capsule more than your special. this next part is kind of strange. I tend to just kind of try to get out of this maze or this section as fast as possible, so I aggro some of them, do one loop, and then slowly exit to the right. The strat here is just know where these things are and kind of kill them before they shoot out too many bullets. So this next part is tricky with the placement of those turrets, and I just tend to play really aggressive and forward. See, if you miss that one, sometimes you miss it, you can reset the bullet pattern by going off the screen. Take out the top ones because the next turret will be in this general like horizontal plane. Kind of sit back when you shoot the bottom one without dodging too much. Just go to the top. The most dangerous thing is those 3 bullets that the middle turret shoots out. You can just kind of dodge them. You don't even need to move a lot to be dodging them. So this part you gotta bait the bullets a little bit. All you do is back up, go down a little bit, forward, and then back up again, and it should die. This is kind of self-explanatory. If you're gonna get hit by any of the red things, you can just reflect, or if you want to kill these things faster, you can just use your special. You start out by taking the most bottom one out first. But you can, to make that part easier, you can just use your reflect. Because I know enemy placement and the pattern so well, I'm not using a lot of my capsule or my special, my secondary attack, but so you can actually be a little bit more liberal because I get the drill of stock, and I'm already maxed, so it's kind of a waste not use it if you want to be safe and go for the 1cc. So on this part, this is where I use the analog stick, and the way to stay with the trash the easiest is to not push the stick all the way back, just kind of finesse it. And the easiest path, we'll see if this takes the easiest path. Yeah, it takes the easiest path where you just go down. But the secret to this part is just kind of finessing it and the analog stick. We got Spider-Man Dango coming up. Most of the bosses in this game are pretty cool. Yeah, check out its name. Always be ready to dodge up for its charge. And then you move forward for that laser right where I was just at. So this part gets a little tricky, because you can instantly die. What I do is I wait until one more press from this thing, and then I use my shield to go through. Luckily, the game is like really laggy right now, and it's going slow. These things usually do one or two presses. You just wait, and that was only one, and then you just go. If you want to make the last section of this boss easy, I mean, I got a lot of stock right now, and so it's just going to be easy. I don't even know if I'll need to use it all, but I'll show you because you can just spam your drill weapon the whole time. So after you kill this thing, you just kind of wait for the bullets, and then tap up slowly to make the patterns follow you very slowly. So this next section you can just spam, or I'll show you sort of another. Start with the bottom, middle, and then top. I already killed the top. Then you slowly go down. Just kind of wait, bounce back up. And then you work your way down again slowly. Or you can just spam the drill if you want. And not have to worry about that really. Start off with the bottom, go to the top. So this next part with the wasps is kind of annoying. This is just the route that I take. It's kind of, I think it's kind of the safest one. You wait for this one bee to come down, and once you shoot it, you go up and you shoot these. Just for if you need more seconds added to your clock. Stay in the middle for the most part. You gotta be careful here because you can catch the top of this rock. This next part, move forward so you can kill these before their patterns come out. At least one of them. It makes it easier. Same after you kill these top three, come down and forward. This is another part where I use the analog stick to finesse the movement. So I'll show you the path that I think is kind of the easiest. So you wait here and you go down, but you wait here until the screen almost squeezes you to your death, but not really. And then you go because it leaves one clear path. Let me show you. So right here. You go and then you wait here. You wait for one more iteration of that. Then you can just go and go down. So I have a shield, so you can get hit and the shield will protect you the rest of the way. Or if you don't care about any of that, you can, and you have a lot of reflection, you can reflect all the fires and stuff. That is a good way to save on the reflection and the shield. this one, you just move down a little bit as this comes, and then move up one in the pattern. There's one spot where you can use your shield and secondary to make it easier. Same with this one. So this part's kind of random. Sometimes you can get them, you can get behind it like that, and shoot it and kill it in one go. If not, use your drill once it comes back around. And if you have enough time, you can just keep shooting it a little bit at a time until it dies. This part, I start using reflect quite often because of the bullet pattern get intense. But what you want to do is you actually want to have enough reflect for the boss at the end of the stage. Either enough reflect or 2 stock at least. So against this thing, you can actually stay at the bottom of the screen the whole time, and it'll never hit you. So when this thing comes, you just kind of bait it out and shoot it, and then come back down, wait for it to shoot, go back up, and then there's one more, and you do the same to it. So this is one of my favorite boss names ever. Like his little drill arm. Papa Carlo in the house! Papa Carlo. So this one you can actually just stay here and just shoot it, you don't, or you can move all the way back. Either way. Here, you shoot it, move back, and then fly above the whole pattern. So this part, I tend to just burn it real quick because they shoot out a lot. And it gets difficult to dodge, so you can just burn it and reflect if you need to. So there's two ways to do this part. You can, usually I just kill this thing first. Technically you don't really need to. And so when this thing comes, when the rocks come, put your shield up and fly right here. And that's it. You actually don't even need a lot of capsule to do that, maybe like 15% the most. And if you don't have capsule and just your secondary stock, you can kill it before all the rocks come out with 2 stocks. So I just start out this at the bottom, and this thing just dies real quick. Then you just stand right below. Sometimes this one shoots out too, and you want to stand below the laser. You don't know if it will shoot out or not. Another thing you want to watch out for is the ground. These blue things on the ground, it'll instantly kill you. Don't get hit by that. So right now, well, actually, I'll get to that. I'll get to that later. When your firepower is almost max like it is now, you kind of don't need to know enemy patterns as well, like where they spawn, so you kind of sit back. There's 2 that come here, then I back up away from this one. There's one where that comes, shoots, and then you just go up, reflect. If you're fast enough, you can do it without reflecting, kill them before those bullet patterns right there come out. First thing I do is I fly down to his arm right here, and you just stand in front of it, and stand in front of this one too. You gotta be careful not to shoot its heart when it's not active because it reflects bullets back. key is to take out those arms very quickly by just standing in front of them and then wait for his heart to open up or whatever that's supposed to be. So this boss right here is actually kind of easy if your firepower, if you have high firepower, and if you just kind of have 5 firepower, it's still kind of easy as long as you have stop. You just come and you sit in front of it, dies. Sit in front of this one. And this one you just kind of keep shooting at it until it goes. Get out of the middle path. So the next part, it's you just sit in front of it again, and you can kill it. If you don't have, if firepower is low, you'll probably have to put your shield up for like a second. So I'm going to purposely take a hit right here, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. The first boss of this level, Domus, or what, I think that's his name. If your firepower is maxed for whatever reason, I don't know if it's intentional or not, or it's part of the gameplay, I'm not really sure. But the timing of his rotation changes when your firepower is maxed. And it's much harder to actually do it, to complete it with the timing of max firepower. When it's not maxed, the timing is is much easier. At least for the way I run that boss. So the pattern here is down, enemy pattern down, up, then they come in the middle, down, up again, down, up, then middle. So for this boss, you actually want to have some reflection and or shield. Preferably at least 20% meter on your reflection when you get to the boss. So most of those, as you can see, you can just reflect with one tap. You don't need to waste a whole... You don't need to hold it for a long period of time. Waste your reflect meter. When they come from the back, all I do is dodge. I don't really worry about shooting them. Alright, so here's the boss. So this is the timing that I figured out for this boss. Like I said, don't have max firepower because I'm not really sure why it changes if the game goes faster or what other implications it has, or even if it's supposed to do that. But it does, so don't have max firepower. And I use my analog stick here to finesse this whole boss. So you can actually grab that if you need it. If not, just ignore it. After you kill that, you just one continuous motion. Shoot that. So you don't really wait for anything. Do it fast. So here you come and hide behind this. That's where you kind of, again, need to finesse the analog stick. And then here, the timing is you wait till you see that, it goes away, then you come out, you shoot it, and here is where you need reflect, and you reflect all the way through. Once you kill those two, just wait for a little bit and kill those for more seconds on the timer. And you wait for it to rotate until you can shoot the next set. So here I put up my shield because they shoot pretty fast and you won't get hit. And it's just easier to try to not dodge that. When the trains come, the easiest thing is to go forward very quickly enough. So I don't even bother with those. At least for the 1cc. This next section on the mountain, you want to move forward quickly and destroy the enemy, the little train, before they can shoot things out. So, after killing this boss, it's the next part is the last boss, and I'd recommend saving at least 2 secondary stock and at least 50% reflection. Play it on the safe side. First thing I kill is just this front end. Then I move down, and these patterns are easy to dodge. Here, you just move up and you kill the rest. So on this one, usually I need to use reflect. This pattern right here is difficult to dodge without getting hit. Since I have a shield, you don't really need to use it. So here, I will use my shield and destroy the very bottom thing first. And you can use reflect here too. You can't dodge those patterns as well. If that thing goes off, the easiest thing to do is chill up here, just move above it, and it just won't ever shoot you. So I have no real actual strategy for this last boss as opposed to the rest of the bosses. It just kind of, oh, I just got hit there. Just have enough capsule and secondary for the more difficult patterns he does. Or it does. already dead. Usually I just pick up here to dodge most of the pattern. Get a safe spot. And that is the 1cc of Sine, Mora. If you're looking at 1cc it, I hope that helped.